Are we live? I think we're live, people! Hey, everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88, and welcome to another edition of the Linux Coffee House! I'll get started in just a few minutes, but first, housekeeping. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I've decided that we're going to be live streaming off of OBS today, so we'll see how this goes. Haven't tried OBS in quite a long time since I got that RAM upgrade, so we'll see how that plays into this. So what I'm going to do, like usual, folks, is bring up my schedule, and I will tell you all what's pretty much coming on the horizon. Oh, hey, Jack. Yes, I saw that deck of yours. Very good deck, dude. Very good. If your computer is up to snuff by Tuesday, I would love to see it at training. So, hopefully by Tuesday, you can sort that out. Okay, let me get my YouTube schedule up. Okay. There we go. Okay, folks. So basically right now, the schedule, at least for now, other than the event that I'm doing right now, February 25th at 4 p.m. is the next Edo Pro Duel Night. So keep a lookout for that. Also, from my mobile phone, possibly tomorrow, I'm going to be doing an outside live stream from my mobile device, and there will be most likely a random topic involved. So keep a lookout for that. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the schedule. I will give it about 2 more minutes before we can get started. It's the Hyrule deck you asked. Yeah, Jack, yeah. And it's a very good, the Hyrule deck looks really cool. Really cool. You did a wonderful job on it. I cannot wait to see it on Tuesday. So, we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's see. Check my OBS to see if we're lagging at all. Nope. Not at all. CPU speed seems to be pretty good. Frame rate's good. This is like the best we can get it. Okay. About 1 minute, folks, and we'll get started with the news show. I got a couple Linux articles to go over. 1 minute. I mean, at the most, buddy, if we can at least get one duel in Tuesday, I'll be happy, and I know you'll be happy too. Just one duel is all it takes. I mean, if you had your new computer right now, then we would most likely definitely have a match duel set up for Tuesday. If you had the new machine now, but unfortunately, you know, in terms of technology, Jack, life throws curveballs, you know. It is what it is. Okay. All right. The 2 minutes has officially expired. let's get into the Linux Coffee House show, shall we? Okay, so here's our first news article of the morning. XFCE 4.20 aiming for usable Wayland support while maintaining X11 compatibility. XFCE developers have updated their Wayland roadmap this week to reflect their latest plans for XFCE 4.20. The updated XFCE roadmap, Wayland roadmap, sorry, now reads, for XFCE 4.20, the plan is to add preliminary support to Wayland to core components without losing X11 support. This doesn't mean that by the next major release, an XFCE session on Wayland will offer all existing features, but we hope it will be minimally usable. We also intend to continue refining our applications to work exceptionally on Wayland. Those that already work or can be made to work with low effort. It is not clear yet which XFCE release will target a complete XFCE Wayland transition, or if such a transition will happen at all. The long-term goals for XFCE on Wayland include not depending on XWayland, using the WL-Roots Wayland compositor library over libmutter, and maintaining X11 compatibility for the foreseeable future. Wayland developers are leveraging WL-Roots for doing much of their heavy lifting. More details on XFCE Wayland plans can be found via the xfce.org wiki. The XFCE GitHub is tracking the milestone changes for XFCE 4.20. The XFCE 4.20 schedule remains to do at this point. Let's go into the next article, shall we? 3 weeks to go until KDE Plasma 6.0 release. There is just under 3 weeks to go until the much anticipated launch of KDE Plasma 6. KDE developers remain busy working on fixes and other last-minute tweaks ahead of Plasma 6.0. There is also already been some early work queuing for Plasma 6.1. KDE developer Nate Graham is out with his usual weekly development roadmap, where this week he noted, Kwin now always treats the active screen as the one with the active window on it, rather than having the active screen flow mouse setting. Searching through clipboard entries is now case insensitive, fixing a black screen issue with the NVIDIA proprietary drivers. CPU temperature sensors are now shown for a variety of AMD and Intel motherboards, fixing other bug fixes. As an early change for KDE Plasma 6.1, when using Alt-Tab without any windows open, there will now be a no open windows message. More details on this week's KDE changes via Nate's blog. And up next, folks, is Wine 9.2 release with system tray fixes, better ARM exception handling. Wine 9.2 is out as the latest bi-weekly development release of this software for enjoying Windows applications and games on Linux and other platforms. 9.1 kicked off the new development cycle in late January following the Wine 9.0 stable debut. Wine 9.2 is the second bi-weekly development release in working towards Wine 10.0 stable in early 2025. Wine 9.2 updates the bundled Mono engine against version 9.0. There are exception handling improvements on ARM platforms, a number of system tray and fixes, and various bug fixes. There are 15 known fixes in Wine.2 to take care of issues with Digicam, Dolphin Emulator, Epic Games Launcher, Microsoft WebView 2, and other software. Downloads and more details on Wine 9.2 via the winehq.org. And before we get into the last two articles of our live stream, let me just check the live stream. Yeah, I saw your message, Jack. I saw it. I mean, yeah, you can still entertain me in the meantime. I know. And see you later, Jack. Thanks for coming. Okay. Have a good morning, Jack. See you later. Okay, let's get into the final two articles of the Linux Coffee House, and then we will wrap things up, people. Intel Arrow Lake graphics support ready for Linux 6.9. Along with the recently merged Intel OpenGL and Vulkan driver support for Arrow Lake next generation core processors with Mesa 24.1, it looks like the i9-15 kernel graphics driver support for Arrow Lake will be all set with the upcoming Linux 6.9 kernel cycle. Sent out this week was the newest DRM Intel Next poll beginning to queue more feature code that will go into the Linux 6.9 merge window. Most notable, there is adding new graphics CPI IDs to be found with the Intel Arrow Lake processors. The new CPI IDs of 0x7D41, 0x7D51, and 0x7DD1 are added for Arrow Lake, as we've seen from all the Intel open source, free and open source driver patches so far. The Arrow Lake integrated graphics are very similar to what is found with current Meteor Lake hardware. In the case of DRM kernel driver, it's just new PCI IDs needed and, in fact, being added to the Meteor Lake MTL list, with no other changes apparently needed. So with just needing the new PCI IDs and not gating them behind the force probe option or any other extra steps over Meteor Lake with Linux 6.9 plus Mesa 24.1, it looks like the integrated graphics of Arrow Lake will be good to go. Linux 6.9 stable should be out around the middle of the year, while Arrow Lake processors are expected in H2 2024. There has already been much Arrow Lake driver enablement work in other areas of the kernel, not to mention Intel Linux engineers already being very busy with enabling its successor, Lunar Lake, with its existing XE2 graphics. And for the final article of the Linux Coffee House, Intel Atomic desktops born off of Fedora Silverblue success. Born out of the success of Fedora Silverblue and the other Fedora immutable variants relying on RPM OS tree, Fedora has announced Fedora Atomic desktops as the new branding for these spins. Fedora Atomic Desktops is the branding to represent and simplify the RPM OS tree-based immutable atomic spins. Prior to being named Fedora Silverblue, its original incarnation was originally known as Fedora Atomic Station. workstation. While now Silverblue, Keonite, Sway, Atomic, formerly Fedora Surya, and Fedora Budgie Atomic, formerly Fedora Onyx, will be known as the Fedora Atomic Desktops family. Future Fedora Atomic / Immutable Spins will carry the Fedora desktop name Atomic branding. More details on today's Fedora Atomic Desktops announcements via fedoramagazine.org. And with that, folks, that is pretty much the final article of the Linux Coffee House. I think it's as good a time as ever to wrap our show up for the morning. I hope you enjoy. I thank you so much for watching, so much for coming. If you enjoyed these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Once again, February 25th at 4 p.m. is the next EdoPro Dual Night Plus Open Chat. And most likely tomorrow at some point, maybe tomorrow morning, I will be doing a live stream from my mobile device, walking outside, talking to you on the live chat, and I'll have a random topic to talk about. So keep a lookout for that outdoors live stream sometime tomorrow. But until then, it's time for me to get up on out of here. I thank you so much for watching, so much for coming. But until then, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later. Have a good rest of your morning, everybody, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.